WWE has a lot of huge superstars that are coming to the end of their contracts, so we'll see those details, including those big names. We'll also see some theories for Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, the WWE tag team titles, and much more. Let's start things off with the new reports about 3 big-time WWE superstars that are nearing the expiration date of their current deals. These 3 WWE superstars being Drew McIntyre, Becky Lynch, and Sheamus. All 3 of their current WWE deals are reportedly set to expire sometime in 2024. The man, Becky Lynch's wrestling legacy reached its apex when she headlined WrestleMania 35, achieving a historic triumph by besting Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey to secure both the Raw and Smackdown women's titles in a resounding main event. Lynch's prowess as a genuine attraction has been underscored by recent NXT ratings. She emerged as the show's preeminent star, notwithstanding her landmark NXT title victory against Tiffany Stratton. Lynch has faced a series of recent frustrations. This includes her scheduled match with Trish Stratus being pulled from the SummerSlam card, rescheduled instead for Payback a month later. Adding to the intrigue, her recent efforts to secure a bout with Tegan Nox on a recent episode of Raw were met with a change, resulting in a matchup against Natalya instead. While it seems nearly inconceivable that Lynch would part ways with WWE, the looming question revolves around the financial terms and the state of her relationship with the company once negotiations conclude. Lynch, a self-made star, has carved her path to superstardom. Her ability to craft a compelling persona that resonated with fans ultimately compelled WWE to position her as the focal point of their flagship event of the year. To this day, Lynch maintains a remarkable level of popularity, transcending character shifts and role adaptations, making it evident that it's time for WWE to reciprocate her contributions appropriately when the time comes in 2024. Drew McIntyre's contract status has been a popular topic of discussion all year long as well, after his hiatus following WrestleMania 39. There were lots of rumors floating around at the time that Drew allegedly wasn't so pleased with the recent creative direction of his usage on WWE, and how him stepping away from WWE is a possibility if a deal can't be reached. Drew McIntyre is still believed to be in the final few months of his contract. There's still no recent updates on if Drew McIntyre has signed an extension of any kind. So a lot of fans are worried if Drew McIntyre could be on his way out of WWE soon in 2024. Sheamus is now deep into his WWE run, but the last few years of his work can definitely be argued as some of the best work of his entire WWE career. From the formation of the Brawling Brutes to his feud with Gunther to his run-ins with Drew McIntyre, it's been nothing but great things coming from Sheamus in recent memory. All 3 individuals are massive superstars from WWE, and it looks like if the company wants to retain all 3 talents, they're gonna have to give them great new deals in 2024. 2023 saw a lot of big title changes in multiple WWE championships. Roman Reigns' 2 world titles were morphed into the new undisputed Universal WWE title. Even both women's titles got full rebranding, brand labels removed, and brand new look for their titles in WWE. But the titles that everyone has been keeping an eye on is the undisputed WWE tag team titles. The undisputed tag team titles, of course, were made of the Raw and Smackdown tag team champions. Both pairs of titles were combined back in May 2022 when the Usos defeated Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. And since then, we've seen Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, as well as Finn Balor and Damian Priest hold both pairs of the unified titles. But with WWE eliminating the other branded titles like the Raw and SmackDown women's titles, it has fans wondering about the future and what that could hold for the tag team titles. Now, the rumor earlier this year was that, similar to Roman Reigns, the undisputed tag team titles were going to be morphed into one pair of titles, but that hasn't happened so far. But a new rumor has started going around this week regarding the future of the tag team titles. It's now being rumored once again that the undisputed tag team titles could be splitting up back into two separate pairs of tag team titles, with each brand getting a pair of titles, just like how it used to be. And this would make sense because that's how things are for every other title in WWE. Each brand has its own world champion, its own women's champion, its own mid-card champion. But when it comes to tag team champions, there's only a single pair of champions for both shows. The idea of splitting up the tag team titles has been something that WWE has flirted with for a very long time now, but the trigger is never pulled. But now that a split is back in the rumored headlines, maybe it's about to happen after all. So we'll have to see how WWE plans on explaining the split of the tag team titles and how that may unfold on WWE television. Nia Jax has been causing a lot of havoc since making her return to WWE by just laying out everyone in sight over the last few weeks. She doesn't really have a clear opponent or feud quite yet, but there are some great fan theories for some big feuds that she could get involved in now that she's back. One of the most popular fan picks is for Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax to once again cross paths in WWE. The two of them have a lot of history inside the ring. Nia Jax was the one responsible for taking out Charlotte Flair back in 2020. And even just a few years ago, a Raw match between Nia and Charlotte went viral online after some apparent real slaps were being thrown at each other in the ring. So a lot of fans think that if this rivalry gets picked back up again, given their history with each other, both inside and outside of the ring, it could make for a great first feud back for Nia Jax. Another feud some fans are lightly discussing is Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Everyone remembers the encounter that Becky and Nia had back in 2018, when Nia accidentally broke Becky's nose, and how that moment was just altering so many major things in history, even including the WrestleMania 35 main event. And ever since that moment happened, a lot of shade has been thrown back and forth between both women. So for them to turn all of that into a big, exciting new feud could be extremely interesting. Nia and Becky are both already on the same brand, so we'll most likely have a higher chance of seeing Becky versus Nia before we see Nia versus Charlotte Flair. But Nia Jax's return comes at the perfect time. Everyone has been pointing out how there's no real credible challengers left for Rhea Ripley on Raw, but how that Nia is throwing her name back into the mix and causing havoc on Raw. She could definitely serve as a future threat to Rhea Ripley's title reign. But what are your thoughts on today's stories with the expiring contract for Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus? Do you think it's a good idea for WWE to split up the tag team titles? And what feuds would you like to see included with Nia Jax? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.